Hello, 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 hello. Wherever you are on this magnificent world called Earth, I hope you are having a breathtaking day, evening, or night, wherever you are located. My topic for the day is coming from the Star Trek universe, from the Deep Space Nine branch of the Star Trek fork. I'm going to talk about the entities called the Founders. Now, before I made this little video review about the Founders, I was doing my research on them because I always found the Founders interesting. I always did. I watched the first episode, or the episode where Odo eventually met his people. Now, I've always loved Star Trek, but over the years, my interest in Deep Space Nine waned. Maybe my interest waned because I loved Star Trek because it was explorers. They kept encountering alien life form, new civilizations, etc. When Starfleet officer was on that Deep Space Nine station, it was no exploration went down a drain. So that's why Deep Space Nine probably turned me off. I'm probably an explorer at heart, and I love to see exploration. But like I said, Odo was one of the characters on the show that fascinated me because of his shape changing abilities, and I was elated when he finally found out that he's not unique, that he's not the only one. I was elated. I was overjoyed when he found out, hey, I belong somewhere. I'm not the only one. I'm not all that special anymore. I'm a member of a civilization. So that gave me great joy to see that. And during the scant times when I kept watching Deep Space Nine episodes, I really just watched it because I had a fascination with Odo. But here's my thing about the Changeling. I was reading a little article on the internet about the Changeling. It said Odo was put off by the Founders' ruthless nature and their arrogance about solids. I learned in my research that many millennia ago, they also were solids. Maybe that changeling form is their maximum for evolutionary progress. If that changeling form is their maximum level for the evolutionary process, then we should weep for them. We should weep. And I'm going to tell you why. Because if you ever look at Star Trek universe, preferably the episode that calls Transfiguration, there was a solid in that episode. He was a man, but like the changelings, he had a metamorphosis where he changed into a higher life form. But here's the catch. His life form was far more advanced than the simple changeling. The changelings, they only affect themselves in their immediate environment. When that man and a transfiguration transfigured, he transfigured into a form that we were all loved. He changed into a form that was composed of pure energy. You can't beat that. You cannot trap energy. How you gonna trap an energy source? I doubt you can even poison energy. And as you all know, the Federation, using their vast resources, discovered a way how the poison, how to infiltrate the changeling with a chronic disease. Now the changelings, they always bragged about they not solids. But wait a minute. The changeling, the default form was a liquid. And if you know anything about liquids, solid comes in three forms, which the changelings exhibit. solids come in. It either can be a liquid form, which the changeling was in their default nature. It can be a gaseous form, which the changelings was able to do. Or it could be a solid, like you, me, and things around us. So technically, people, while the changelings kept bragging about they're not solids, they were solids. You could touch them. You can feel that goop that they was. So that was their error. They were solid of another state. They wasn't fixed in volume. They wasn't like that. They wasn't fixed in volume, but they still was a solid. Water is still a solid. I can still touch a water. I can still put a water in a container. Like I can put a block in a container. I can put a gas in a container. But it's hard to put an energy form in a container like that guy from Transfigurations. So tell me, which one was the higher life form? The man and his species in Transfigurations, or the changeling in Deep Space Nine? I know. I would rather be that damn guy in a transfiguration, because then who want to stop energy? I can propel myself endlessly through outer space, through planets, through a star. Because y'all saw when he transformed to energy, he easily went right through the Enterprise Hall. He went through deck after deck after deck. He went right through it. That's as if he was walking outside. That's how he went through the Enterprise like it was nothing. And as an energy creature, his powers were so vast. Before he transfigured, he touched like people from his world. They did something to the Enterprise. They had a weapon that could stop people from breathing or whatever. He touched the wall and sent an energy pulse through the whole ship that healed every last person of that breathing ailment. I never saw a changeling do anything like that. I never saw a changeling just touch something and it was able to affect thousands of people. You know, Enterprise is thousands of people. So the point is, I guess when the changelings was in that alpha quadrant. Now, if I'm wrong, somebody in the comment section correct me. But I believe the changelings was in the alpha quadrant. In the alpha quadrant, so we have to assume that they never encountered any energy-based creatures. Because if they encounter an energy-based life form, you think they're gonna have arrogance against an energy life form? An energy life form can go right into the link, give off an energy pulse, and pulverize all of them. An energy life form can do that. It can go right into the link, give off a vast electrical charge that will immobilize all of them. Because if the Federation, who just solid entities, made a little simple drug to poison them, what powers do you think an energy creature could do? Energy creature, they can become gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet rays, anything that they want to become. And the guy had energy manipulative powers where he can affect other life forms. He wasn't just a ball of energy like plasma from the sun. No. His energy form had specific, incredible powers as displayed when he healed the Enterprise. They had the founders. All they basically can do is change from one form to another. I don't know if they can survive in space. I don't know that. I don't know if they was in that gelatinous, goopy form. Would the temperature of space freeze them and then they become a solid? You throw the energy, you throw the changeling in the void of space, the cold temperature change them into solid ice. And if the changeling did say, okay, throw me in space, I would change into a solar phenomena. But you remember, the changeling, they had a limitation on their powers. They only could stay in that form for several hours. They could not indefinitely remain in a particular shape. And you all said it with Odo. He only could stay humanoid for about 10 hours or 17 hours, whatever. Then he had to go back into that little bucket and change into that goop again. So that's it, my good people, on about the arrogance of the changelings, that they were not as all powerful as they like to say they was not. If you like my little comments about Deep Space Nine, Star Trek, changelings, give me a thumbs up. Because I doubt anybody ever broke it down like this about them changelings. They weren't as powerful as they thought they were. If you have a comment about the changelings and weaknesses and how they can be sabotaged, leave a comment. If you'd like to subscribe to the channel for future content I may have on any sci-fi phenomena, please subscribe. Till the next time, dear listener, peace.